Hey y'all, story time. Story on how I ended up with my grandson. Thank you for coming to my channel. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Here we go. I don't know the year for sure. You do the math. I didn't feel like going back doing the years and all that. So he's 8 now, and I got him when he was 3. So I was babysitting children, something I started doing with the toys my son and my grandson had. I started babysitting children, and I was posting up on Facebook and everywhere. And I guess my daughter caught wind that I was babysitting kids, so she ended up inboxing me, asking me could she pay me to watch my grandson, which I never got paid. So I ended up watching him. The deal was supposed to be he spend the summers with me, the rest of the time with her. When I got him, like, he was so out of control that month or whatever, it took a lot on me. And he was starting to rub off on my children that I was watching and cause them to act bad because they was following his lead. So I said, hey, you got to come get your kid. So she have someone come pick her kid up, and she arranged from him to go to someone else. So I'm watching kids. I give up my apartment. I'm living with friends, family. I'm rolling around, but I'm still watching kids. So a friend of mine, Sosie, lets me rent the upstairs of his house, $300 a month. He moves to the basement. I'm over there watching kids, and I go rescue my grandson. He's on Coyle and Pearson at a Peel House. Me and Reginald Thickpen goes over there to get my grandson. He might have had 2 pairs of shorts, 2 shirts, 1 drawers. His shoes, one smelled like pee and one smelled like boo-boo. I go get him. Staying with family and friends. No support. She's still getting the child support. I'm taking care of him with my son's child support and babysitting money. So she tells me, I'm not ready to be a mom. I want to get an apartment and a car. I say she starts selling him like he's a cell phone coming with accessories. She like, you can get the income tax, you can get the bridge card, you can get the child support. So she moves out, talking on the phone. Don't even tell her kid bye. She moves out, leave me with her kid. So me living with family and friends wasn't working out too well. So I ended up going to Monroe, Michigan, to a shelter. I had a court date to get guardianship. She would disappear months at a time. So he turned 4. I celebrated his birthday with him at Ricky's house. Did not get no phone call from the mother. Did not get no phone call from the father. Did not get no gifts. We ended up moving to Monroe, Michigan, going to a shelter. I went there with $20 cash, $50 in a McDonald's car, and a full tank of gas. Nothing but clothes, TV, and a pink mirror. Me, my grandson, and my son with a court date to get guardianship. As I'm in the shelter, I ended up getting guardianship of him. I got to the shelter, I believe it was like June the 1st on a Saturday. I ended up getting a job that Monday. I started that Wednesday. 28 days later, I was moving us into a 1-bedroom apartment. And then the day after Thanksgiving, I ended up getting qualified for Section 8. And then the day after Thanksgiving, we moved into a 3-bedroom house. Um, he turns 5. Well, the Christmas for the 4-year-old, the Christmas, no call from the parents, no gifts from the parents. He turns 5. No birthday call, no gifts, no Christmas gifts. I'm telling this long story short. COVID hit. Parents disappeared. They went a whole year. I did not hear from them. So I came up with a lie that I put him in foster care and I moved to Ohio. That's what put a fire up under them to get in contact to try to figure out where their kid was at. So I arranged for him to go live with the father, but I still be the guardian. That was my 1 year I got off. He goes live with the father. The father's let me see him for a little while, but then it went like about 6 months. I ain't seen him. It's always an excuse every time I call to see him. And then I tells him, I'm still the guardian, and if you don't let me see him or tell me where he's at, I'm gonna call the police. When I does that, he tells me, this is a lie. He tells me that child support told him that he had to return the kid to the mother or he was gonna go to jail for child support. So I say, where is the mother living? Which is my daughter. And he says, I'm sure you can figure it out. So I end up texting her, and she had me blocked. So I guess she checked it or checked the voicemail, and then she ended up telling me where they were staying at. So then she calls herself blocking me and not letting me see him. So I went to the school and took him. When you are a guardian, no one has the right to block you or tell you that you cannot see him. Technically, he wasn't even supposed to be with the mother. The mother has to go to court and prove that she has a place and she's able to take care of him in order to get him. So I took him back. But how did he end up with the father is he was acting out terribly. Acting out in school, running away from my house, just acting a total fool because he wanted to go and live with the father. So we arranged that. That didn't work out too good. It's always fun when you're going over there for the weekend, but when you got to go and stay permanently, that's a whole nother ball game. So that's how that went. I ended up getting them back, and we moved to Texas. Now we're here in Texas, and he's acting out. 30 days of hell I've been through. And he's acting out because he want to be with his mother. So at this point, I don't know, I'm lost for words. I don't know what, but I am tired. I'm frustrated. I'm overwhelmed. I'm going to let him go and be with his mother. The last day of school is May 29th, so I'm going to let him go be with his mother. Even when I was in Michigan, I would have to call and cuss the mother out to get her to get him. The father said that the mother has him too out of control and he's not even allowed at his house. At first, I was upset about that, but now I understand. I don't even want him at my house. The mother does have him out of control. The mother lies a lot. She's very ghetto, very ignorant. He tries to be just like his mother. He lies a lot. Very ghetto, very ignorant. Down here is just too much work. It'd be easier for him to be with his mother. I know he wanted to be with his mother because he can't have his way and he got to follow rules. He got to say yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, and all this and that. He don't want to do that. But I'm 49. My baby is 18. And I just feel like, when am I supposed to live? When am I supposed to have my life? Like, I never asked for this responsibility. I never asked her to have this child for me. She's never had him. She's always rearranged for him to go somewhere else. She's never had to get him ready for school, take him to school, deal with homework, deal with report cards. She may have did that a month, maybe. Taking him to doctor's appointments. She never did that. Never. Never had to do that. I get $377 from the father for child support. $186 one week, $192 the next week, or something like that. The mother, nothing. I have to call her and ask her for money. She makes at least $1,500 a check, on top of men giving her money, her scamming the city for money and getting checks here and there. And I have to cuss her out to get money. She sent me $50 yesterday. She just started sending me money in January. The whole 5 years I had him. I even count the year that the daddy had him. I count that too. Yeah. I became old raising him, and I didn't even know them was my last young days. It's played on my mental health really bad. It's gave me mental issues that I didn't have. Yeah. So, this is where I'm at now. We got 28 days, and then he goes with his mom. So, I don't know if this is going to be for a summer, forever, or what, but I'm feeling like it probably would be best if he go be with his mom and I come visit, because I've had to turn down jobs because I had him and didn't have a babysitter. I couldn't have relationships because I have a kid I'm raising. I date older men. What 70, 60-year-old man wants to be bothered with the one with the little bitty kid that ain't hers, that's out of control, that don't have no type of house manners, anything. Anything I taught him went straight out the window the year he spent with the father and the mother. And then it's like, he acts one way with the mother, which is real ghetto and hood, and then with me, I don't play that. So he got to be one way with her and one way with me. It's kind of confusing. It's hard on the both of us. This is affecting our relationship. I don't get to be a grandmother. I'm too busy being a mother, a dad, a grandma, a sister, a brother, a friend. This is really affecting our relationship. I have a lot of resentment, a lot of anger. And I'm sure the mother is happy now, because me and him were like, and I'm sure she's happy now that she's caused a wedge in our relationship. She's very evil and malicious, and she makes me uncomfortable. I don't like being around her. She makes me very uncomfortable. She lies a lot. It's cool when she do it, but when I do it, it's a problem. And I am a grandmother that's raising a grandchild that don't want to be raised. I have a 29-year-old and an 18-year-old child that ain't worth diddly squat. A lot of people like to talk about parents and their parenting, but seriously, when was the last time you was a daughter or a son? When was the last time you called your mother and didn't want nothing? When was the last time you helped your mother? You know, I'm raising this girl's child, and I've never gotten a Mother's Day gift. Never gotten a Happy Mother's Day. And then if she do buy something, it's flowers or something real cheap and ugly. She goes to Five Below and get me the most ugliest, cheapest shirt ever for Christmas. Didn't even wrap it up, brought it in a Five Below bag. And Five Below got some nice stuff. But yet, she copies my style and dresses up like me to go out. So you know what I like. I feel like her and her child plays these silly little mind games because he acts a fool in school and he does things in school, and then when you ask him, why are you doing this? It's because I did the wrong things, because I was being bad. You know, this looking crazy and acting terrified. No, my spirit tells me she got him doing this. My spirit tells me this. My spirit tells me she has him doing this for sure. I'm catching hell from a kid that I didn't have sex and make or ask her, hey, would you make me a baby? I don't even believe she wanted this kid because how long do it take you to get your kid back? How many apartments and cars do you have to get in order to get your kid back? And it's like she's lying to me and she's lying to him. And it's not good. It's not good. It's just making my life hell. I feel like they have cursed my life. I would never be happy. Not with them around. I'm not gonna never have nothing. Not with him around. When you don't have nothing and you take your kid around people who don't have nothing and you don't teach them nothing, you don't teach them house manners and rules and stuff like that, you make it hard on other people who do have stuff and have rules and manners. And I don't feel comfortable taking them over other people's houses. I don't feel comfortable taking them around other people. He's destructive. I don't want nobody saying nothing to me about nothing. I don't have no money to replace nothing. And it's as if he don't want to see nobody with nothing. If you have something clean and pretty, he's going to figure out a way to dirty it up or mess it up. I have to constantly keep my eye on him like he's a 1-year-old. Or if I turn my back or I leave, he will act a fool. If I give him the opportunity and say, do you want to go with me or you want to stay here? And he say, I want to stay here. Best to believe he's about to nut up on your ass some way, somehow, while I'm gone. I couldn't even get a job right now if I wanted to. Who's going to watch him? My sisters are in their 60s and my mother is 83. My life has been completely put on hold while she works at Henry Ford Hospital and make $1,500 at least a check. And I'm struggling. I am struggling. And I have to call and cuss a person out for them to do anything for their kids that I've been taking care of. This is it for now. I have to make another video on why I even left Monroe and ended back up in Detroit, to leave Detroit to end up back here in Texas. So that's a whole nother video. So thanks for viewing my channel. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I'm just a 49-year-old granny trying to figure out this life thing, relocating to San Antonio, Texas, raising a grandchild with little to no support from his parents. Yesterday, I sent the mother all the text messages that I've been receiving every day from the teachers, along with his book where they write in it every day of the stuff he's been doing. I write her about an essay in a text message, and the only thing she had to say was, has this been going on or did it just happen? I'm just curious. Oh, Lord. I said, don't play dumb with me. You know exactly when this started and why. This is what happens when you have a kid you don't want and you pass them around like a blunt. Your turn, your turn, your turn, your turn. This is what happens. This is what happens with the kid. And then when he do get with his mother, you either got a guy with you or you go take him over somebody else's house that got some other kids, as if you are afraid to be alone with your child your damn self. Imagine not seeing your mother in a year or 6 months or 3 months. And then when you do see her, you got to sit up with her and some dude. She's talking about her boyfriend. Or she takes you over somebody's house that got a bunch of kids. And then you sitting in the room playing with a bunch of kids. And you ain't seen your mama in God knows how long. Imagine that. I'll be back, y'all. Please like, subscribe, and comment. Thanks for coming to my channel. Bye, y'all.